Hello there, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing just a shell. This is from a couple weeks ago, but I kind of wanted to just build a shell. I didn't feel like doing interior design or anything. And so I thought that I could make a really nice little house and use it for a build challenge in the future. But in the meantime, since I haven't done anything with it yet, I thought I might as well turn this into a voiceover speed build so you guys can see the process of me creating the exterior and the shell for this build. It's kind of based off of a picture that I found on a floor plan website. And so I was kind of like getting inspiration from that, but overall it's a pretty simple like family home. It's got a decent amount of rooms and it's a two floor, but the top floor is kind of like an attic-y type space. I guess it can be like a bedroom. I think that's what I kind of did. I think I put like the basic essentials into where I thought that you would put a bedroom or a bathroom and stuff like that on the inside. But I just wanted to do a nice blue house. I don't know why. I just felt like building a shell, and this is what you're getting. So I do kind of wish I had more room in the back to do stuff, but you'll see that I kind of made the front yard and a side yard. So there's still space. And then my idea with this was they have the whole like lake. This is in Copperdale. And so they have the whole lake to themselves to be able to, use as their backyard and all the area around it. So I was like, I don't think I need to do a bunch of landscaping or anything in the back. And because this house filled up kind of the entire lot. And then for the second floor, yeah, it's like one of those like rooms where you have to deal with the roofing and try to like line it up perfectly so that there's no clipping. I had a lot of issues with that top part, but I really wanted it to look like that. So you'll see the progress and where it ends up. But the idea is basically just like a nice, simple family home on the lake, on the pier. Maybe you could use this for your growing together let's play or whatever you're doing. If you want to download this, it is on the gallery under Anna Builds. Like you can see here in the back, how horrible the roofing is. I struggled a lot with this one. Trying to make it look decent enough without it being just funky, and then the roofing like clipped, and there's like all these things. So I go back in later and fix it. I actually think I fixed it right there, and you guys didn't get to see me messing with it because it took me way too long, and I just cut that out probably. But yeah, so that's kind of how it should look. Hopefully, it's a little funky with the shape of the roof still, but I think we're getting closer to how I was hoping it would turn out. And it'll be a nice little like lake house. But I was thinking to do like an every room challenge in it, and I just didn't get to that yet. So I was like, you know what? Let's just make this show you guys how I built the outside. And if I say so myself, I really like the result. Like at the end, I feel like it's a really cozy looking house, at least from the outside. The inside, I'll get to later. I'll probably ruin it with one of the challenges I do. But I just thought I'm gonna try to do more of these so that I'm like ahead of myself. So like if I feel like building but I don't feel like decorating as much and I just feel like figuring out a floor plan, I'll start and do a speed build of that. And then I'll have the option to use this shell for a challenge, like I had said. Figuring out chimneys is kind of the worst. I don't know if anyone else struggles with chimneys, but I hate them. I hate dealing with chimneys. They look always so dumb, and I don't think they look right. I feel like there's definitely improvements to be made with how chimneys work, because I feel like even that we have right now just doesn't look good. So, but we're gonna have to go with it because that's just how it's gotta be. So that's The Sims, right? Are we excited for the new pack? So the Growing Together pack comes out tomorrow at the time of recording this, and I'm gonna be starting a playthrough on my main channel on YouTube, Anatlas89. I'll post a little link to it in the description. You can find it on my channel page. But we're going to be doing a Let's Play, which is what I'm really, really looking forward to with this pack. I'm doing a Let's Play. I did a poll on my Twitter for like who you'd like to see from the Harry Potter universe in this Sims Let's Play that I want to figure out. And over the weekend, I did the poll, and guess who won? Draco Malfoy. So what I decided, because I used Hermione for Cottage Living, I used Ron for his Ron's Rags to Riches, which is still an ongoing series. You should check that out on my main channel if you're at all interested. And then also, I thought, okay, well, let's do some other characters that like maybe we wouldn't normally choose. So I put, I think, Luna Lovegood, Draco Malfoy, Neville Longbottom, and I don't remember a fourth one. But basically, long story short, Draco won by a decent amount, and Luna was like really close as a second. So I decided I'm gonna do a household with Draco and Luna, but Draco as an adult with a son, his son Scorpius, if you saw the play or read the book or whatever, for what happens after they become adults and stuff. So I read into his story a little bit more because I hadn't before. And I was like, oh, this is actually kind of good because one, we're gonna have to work with children, right? So though his kid is a teenager, we're gonna have Draco as a young adult, his kid Scorpius as a teenager, and then Luna as a young adult, and then they're gonna have a dog. His parents apparently had Irish wolfhounds, and so I decided to give him an Irish wolfhound that is like a descendant of his parents' dogs. Even though he distanced himself from his family as an adult because they're still like crazy, and he became a little bit nicer of a person as he grew up. So I'm looking forward to telling the story of Draco and Luna, not together, in the same household, with his son. His wife ended up dying. Spoilers, I guess. But, so she's not going to be involved. It's kind of going to be an alternate universe, but it's still going to be similar in the sense of, like, it's got, like, the people in it, that it would actually be there. So what I wanted to do, the whole point of this, is I want to maybe have him, since he's becoming a nicer, better person, and he raised a child and all this stuff, what if we made it so they are living in the Malfoy Manor, because of the Harry Potter world that I have access to and have the save file and all that? I thought, what if we have them living in the Malfoy Manor and then foster kids? What if we foster kids? So I thought that'd be fun, and I kind of have an idea of how I'm going to be running it. So it's going to be like, challenging. It's going to be, like, hey, we have to randomly get a child now, and we can have up to 4 kids because we're going to have 3 adults and 1 dog, and then you can have 4 kids. But we're going to start with 1, but we're going to like cycle through them and like kind of see how that goes. I don't really know exactly how it's going to work, but basically they're going to be running the foster home for these children. And so you get to see Draco and Luna and the teenager. Also, I wasn't going to be controlling the teenager. I think he's just going to do his own thing. And I'm only going to be allowed to control, like, Draco and that. So I'm sorry I'm rambling about that, but that's, like, coming out. Or we're going to record that tomorrow on stream. So if you want to come hang out for that, that would be awesome. And I just want to mention it here. But as you can see here, I'm doing the exterior of this build. And I started landscaping. I think at the beginning, I only did the shell. And then I, was like, I don't feel like landscaping. So I stopped. I came back to it, like, 2 days later. I was like, I actually feel like landscaping today. That's also a good way for me to, like, record videos in the sense of, like, do what I feel like doing when I want to do it, and then when I don't feel like doing it, don't do it. Come back to it later, because then I'll feel like I'll be more creative if I come back to it, rather than force myself to do a build when I'm just not feeling like doing all that decorating and all that stuff. So I love building, but sometimes it can be exhausting, and it can take hours, so doing it in chunks has kind of been better for me, I feel like, so hopefully I'll be able to do more videos like this. Now just me doing the exteriors of stuff, and then also the fun challenges, because I know people like that. And again, sorry for rambling so much about the not rags to riches. It's not going to be rags to riches for once, because it's going to be like he's already has money, he's already has a house, so we're not going to start with 0. But we're going to explore everything about the pack and toddlers, infants, all whatever children. I've never actually played with babies in The Sims 4. I think maybe in Sims 3 I did a little randomly, but like in Sims games, I don't usually have children. I'm more of like a young adult, living life, doing crazy stuff, doing whatever. But like I don't deal growing up. In real life, I'm not a big fan of children. So it's like, it's kind of weird, but I'm gonna do this, and it'll be a challenge because I don't know anything about how to manage anything about children in The Sims. So come join me for that because I am actually worried that I'm not gonna be able to take care of them. But hopefully, we'll be able to make this work somehow. But yeah, anyways, you'll see in the backyard here, I decided to put some just more things to do, a little bit of skill building things, a telescope, some gardening. So it's kind of got like a side front yard instead of a backyard because you don't have a backyard. I guess I could have made it so there's like a back patio, but with the shape of the house, I had to make it the size it was because of roofing. So I really kind of wish I had more space. Maybe if you built this on a or move this to a bigger lot, you could add a back patio, and it might look really nice. But as of right now, this house is just like front door only. There's no other doors to go outside, which is kind of weird, but you know what? I don't know. And I'd made this little area super cozy with some fairy lights. I thought it was super cute and super fun. Trying to get it to line up right, it was kind of tricky, but once I got a couple different fairy lights up, it looks so good. Like, I'm so happy with the look of this front yard, side yard thing, because normally I wouldn't decorate like this, but because, like, I was limited on space, I kind of did it in a different way, and I think, that was pretty cool to be able to turn this into something that was still interesting and not just a super boring house, right? So, hope you guys like it. Again, you can find it on the gallery under Anna Builds. If you're curious to download any of my builds, I do upload 98% of them, probably, not all of them, but usually I will upload all the builds, so make sure you check out there. I have tons. I did a high school, which is like a Tree Hill High School, back when Copperdale came out and all that, so yeah, I enjoy building. Building is fun. I'm also about to do a recreation of the HGTV Dream Home 2023, which I've done in the past for 2022, and I want to do again because they do a new one every year, so it's like constant content, and it's also like cool to see the new styles and designs that are like trending and stuff. So I like to do that, and I recreate that usually just as a something that's fun for me. So, hope you guys enjoy watching me do all this crazy builds and stuff. I don't do enough community lots, I've realized. Like, I kind of want to maybe start tackling other types of lots. Maybe, like, the different lot types I should look at a little bit more and actually design some stuff around that. Because, like, I get so comfortable with houses that I just forget to think about, bars and restaurants and libraries. Like, I never build stuff like that. But I could. I don't see why I couldn't. I don't know. I like building houses. I like the floor plans. I like being able to recreate things from real life. That's kind of like my specialty, I feel like. I feel like I'm able to bring something from the real life into The Sims and make it look pretty good or like as close as possible. Like I also did the Haven Springs from Life is Strange True Colors. I built that town as well, but I didn't do the interior. I only did the exterior. So I actually gonna go back to that one too. If you guys want to see that, like I want to do the tavern. I want to do the record store at least, and any of like the other stores that are like interior from that show. And did I say show? I meant game. Whatever. I don't know. I did use some high school years stuff. At first, I was gonna limit myself to base game and high school years, but then I was like, nah. I just felt like decorating it as I like to decorate it, with no restrictions. So sorry if there's too many packs, but it is an empty shell, so you can do whatever you want with the inside. This is again just the exterior of the build, and we'll use the interior for a build challenge down the road when I feel like I need it. So, but it's super cute on the outside already. Got some flowers, got some music, a nice little lounging chair. I don't know. The further we get, and like we're almost at the end, the happier I am with this build. Like, it actually turned out super cozy. And I think I have, like, a little bit of screenshot at the end. Oh, and then a painting thing, because I was like, if you're sitting here overlooking the water and the pier, like, it's a perfect place to do painting. So, hopefully you can do some nice paint by reference photos there, maybe. Oh, and then I kind of forgot to do the staircase, so I did that at the very end. Hopefully the staircase railing issues have actually been fixed. I think they have. I recorded this a couple weeks ago. So hopefully the railing won't actually be in the walls anymore, but yeah, that's a good update. Anyways, I guess we're nearing the end, and I just kind of added the flooring, some basic flooring that I thought might fit the space, but feel free to update it, do whatever you want. And then I also put down like where I think the bathroom, the toilet should go, and like that would be a living room where the fireplace is, and pretty much just, yeah, tried to make it at least somewhat like ready to move into. even if there's nothing in it. You could do like rags to riches with this as your shell and then you fill it up as you go. I don't know. Do what you want. Well, I hope everyone enjoys the new expansion pack and enjoy the build. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!